Okay, so Matt, how pleased are you that the Brexit Committee is coming to what's been described often as the Brexit capital of the UK, Boston?
Well, I think it's really important that the Select Committee hears the views of places such as Boston, that it hears the views of a selection of places across the country. But you're absolutely right. This is an area where there was a very strong vote to leave the European Union. That's now what is going to happen. The role of the Select Committee is to try and shape that discussion, that negotiation. So it's particularly important that they're here, and I think particularly symbolic that they're here today as well. Well, I think there's obviously a lot of people that voted for it and are now getting it. That is a good thing. There's a lot of people who believe that Theresa May is the right person to be getting the best kind of deal. But also, I think the important thing to realise about this is that it's not about one single issue. There is very, very few people will say, I voted because of immigration or sovereignty. People voted for a whole host of combined reasons, and that's why it's important that bodies such as the committee are here to understand that complicated balance. It was always very clear, firstly, that I was a sort of 51% to stay in, 49% to come out, the sky won't fall in if we leave kind of person. But more than that, very clear that we had to respect the result of the referendum, whatever it is.
We've come up to see people from Boston, basically. We had some representatives this morning of various local government organisations, as well as the LEP, and others from the police force, the local superintendent of the police force of Boston. And then we met with the Farmers Union, National Farmers Union, as well as some other manufacturing company owners. And we've just been talking really about how they see things might change, or what they're particularly worried about from things that they've obviously heard now that we voted, obviously, in June last year to leave the European Union. But as we pointed out to them, and they're well aware, we're not leaving Europe. Geographically, we are still going to be part of Europe. And obviously trade and the business that they do is going to continue, but they obviously don't want it to be impacted. And certainly when you come to Boston, obviously in the surrounding hinterlands of Boston, you're talking about where their workforce might potentially come from if they're moved. But we're reassuring them that that's not the plan at all, and we hope that things will carry on with more jobs and more opportunities for people in Boston, whether they're people who have been residents all their lives or whether they're people who have come in more recently.